My name is Mallory, French origin, meaning ill-omened, unfortunate, ill-fated, or the unlucky one. The name Mallory grew in popularity in the 80s due to the character Mallory Keaton on Family Ties. Was I born in the 80s? No. I was born in the 90s, and I was supposed to be a Melissa. Everyone in my family has an M name. We're all named after the mythical Aunt Millie, who nobody has met and nobody knows if she actually existed. You have Mark, Mikey, Matt, and then me and my cousin. You also have Grandma Edith, but she started this. Melissa is 6 weeks older than me. So naturally, they knew that she would be a girl 6 weeks before they knew I would be a girl. And her mom wanted to name her Marisha after this Millie. And my mom, being opinionated, said that Marisha wasn't a name for a girl in the 90s. Why not Melissa? It's such a nice name. And that's how she became Melissa. Whoop-de-doo, and I needed a real name. In 6th grade, it became cool and hip to look up people's names and what they really meant. One boy in my class, his name was Alan, which I later learned meant Little Rock. So I called him Pebble until the end of middle school. But he took it with stride because it was what we were all doing. Little to my knowledge, I learned that Mallory didn't have the most positive meaning, and that's when my name took a downward spiral. 12-year-old Mallory was on her peak. I thought I was funny, I was outgoing, confident, but most of all, I felt really lucky. But now I was a little confused because I felt that my name was like a horoscope. You don't really connect with it at all until you read about it. And then everything starts to add up. Whether or not you're a Capricorn, you start realizing that you have all of those Capricorn tendencies. I dropped the lore and just became Mal until I started high school. Because even though that just meant bad, it sounded better than evil omen. I started high school at a place where I knew almost nobody. I went with 2 kids from my middle school, and everyone else seemed to know each other. Quickly after joining basketball and softball, I got a new nickname, Millie, from my last name, and it kind of stuck. I never really argued that it wasn't my name because I liked not being the ill omen. It was refreshing and great, and that's really what I wanted, a new start. The crazy thing about being on a sports team is that you get to know your team members so well. These girls, who I have far graduated from, are still some of my best friends because they were there when I got into college, when I got rejected from colleges, and mostly just when I needed someone to talk to. So I always felt more comfortable being Millie because that's what they referred to me as, not just Mallory. The funny thing is that when my parents actually chose Mallory, they tested it with a lot of different professions. But the way they settled on it was they liked how Madam Chief Justice Mallory Miller sounded. So they liked Mallory and set those high ideals for me.